Hi everyone, I'm Megan Sullivan and welcome to this third and final tips and tricks video for Bravely Default 2. In this video, I'm going to go over how to win the final boss fight and win the game. And the way I managed to do this was pretty simple, so let's go over that. After the second credit roll, aka fake out ending, you'll know it when you see it, it's clear there's a better ending you can get, but the game is a little vague on what you're supposed to do next. It does hint, however, that maybe you should visit Sir Sloan. Visit his gravesite and you'll have the opportunity to take on Sir Sloan and get the Brave Bearer Asterisk, a super useful job class with passive abilities like Across the Board, which lets you hit multiple enemies at once, even with abilities that normally only target one opponent at a time, and Obliterate, which automatically kills enemies 20 levels below your character at the start of every battle, unless they're a boss and immune to insta-death. Keep these two skills in mind for later. Now, Sir Sloan can be a pretty tough boss, especially later when he's paired with other Asterisk users. So make sure you have at least one dedicated healer and one character who can soak up damage in your party, because no matter how good your attacks are, they mean nothing if Sir Sloan kills you dead in like 7 seconds. Speaking of attacks, say it with me, Godspeed Strike is the best, especially if you're high leveled and combine it with the Hellblade's Surpassing Power ability, which lets you exceed the 9,999 damage limit, and other abilities that amplify its power or minimize any enemy blowback or damage. As people have pointed out in my comments section, this thief skill basically breaks the game, if it lands. And sometimes Sir Sloan and other bosses can dodge or temporarily deflect or absorb this attack, so be aware it's not always a perfect solution for tough battles, just for a lot of them. Once you have the Brave Bearer Asterisk, go ahead and max it out using the tips I told you about in the last video, or a better variant if you found one, and as soon as you can, equip the level 8 Obliterate ability. Then equip your Heroes of Light with the Freelancer's JP Up and JP Up and Up abilities, buy Monstrous Medley and Magmel, make your way to an area where enemies are weaker than you are, and start luring monsters into a string of endless JP dropping battles. This is especially effective if you're in, say, the Fount of Knowledge dungeon and running into shiny wikibirds. If you defeat a bunch of them in battle, you get thousands of job points at once. In other words, you'll level up super fast and become a legendary user of all your job asterisks in no time. Now, some of you might be wondering how to become a legend at a job, as in max out all 15 levels of a profession. Well, once you get to Chapter 6, you can start wandering the world looking for a Black Mirror-like gate which leads to the Hall of Tribulations. There you'll take on various asterisk holders from the past who are even more powerful than before. Again, Godspeed Strike is a huge help against them, but some of these bosses are nimble and soak up damage, so have at least one healer, one tank, and one magic user ready to use their powers should they be needed. After you visit all 7 gates scattered across the continent of Exelant, you can once again use the above level grinding tips to max out all your vocations. Now, I'm aware you don't have to max out all your jobs, but I liked doing it, and every job had at least one useful passive ability, so I thought it was worth it. Once you're a ridiculously overpowered bone-crushing hero, use the mountain of cash you've accumulated while level grinding to buy the best equipment for your fave job types and valuable healing items just in case you need them. Now, at this point, you should have noticed a mysterious purplish tome in the save menu. Once you're ready, click on that purple book and breeze through the final dungeon. Seriously, if you're level 99, enemies will run screaming from you, and the final boss will go down like a total chump. I mean, literally in a couple of minutes, even on hard mode. Basically, all you have to do is spam the Godspeed Strike skill while using abilities like Across the Board, Surpassing Power, Indiscriminate Rage, Full Force, and or Brute Force ability. If you've maxed out all your jobs, you have lots of options. So have fun experimenting with whatever you think works best. Just make sure to have at least one character equipped with the maxed out Spirit Master and White Mage asterisks so that your party is basically immortal, while having a character like Seth have at least one tanky job like Bastion or Shield Master equipped to soak up any heavy damage thrown your way. But yeah, basically you can just use Godspeed Strike to destroy the final boss in minutes. Now, I was going to show you what my equipment looked like, but at the end of the day, all I did was buy the best equipment for each job I wanted to use and let auto-equip take care of the rest. Seriously, I was so overpowered at this point, it felt like it really didn't matter what I used. So just use the best equipment for whatever job class floats your boat. And that's it. Really, the key is to master quick level grinding and Godspeed Strike, and the world is your oyster. Or, crystal. Now, spoiler alert, the game offers you a new Game Plus option after you get the third good ending, but considering I had every job and ability maxed out and had played for over 100 hours, I decided it was time to finally retire and let my 4 Heroes of Light relax. However, if you're the Intrepid type and there's something new and totally worth exploring in the new Game Plus, like some hidden job or extra story bit, for example, spoiler alert, beating Adam in the beginning of the game unlocks a secret ending, let us know. In conclusion, Bravely Default 2 is my favorite game of 2021 so far. What a fantastic journey. I loved it and I hope you guys did too. But don't worry, hopefully I'll be covering more wonderful RPG goodness soon. If you have any requests, let me know. And if you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe, and if you can, please support me on Patreon so I can do this full time. Just hit up patreon.com/MEGHANRSULLIVAN. Thank you so much for watching, guys. And one more time, may the light of the crystals be with you always.